Ciao Juventini, again live from Automobile. Life is so hectic that the only chance I have to record my video. Today I want to discuss about Gatti's injury and the problem we have in defense. As you know, Gatti got a meniscus injury, same injury I have. He's going through a surgery, which the same one I'm doing. And the recovery time is about a month, 6 weeks. Luckily, Gatti didn't have any problem to his knee. It's actually a player that never had a lot of injuries, so that is good. But to be play again, he needs to be 100% fit. So it takes 6 weeks to be. Just consider I can go play in football in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. Gatti he plays competitively as a pro football player, so he needs good 6 weeks to recover and be ready. This opens up to a lot of questions. One of is what's happening in defense, and do we have enough players. We have Bremer that he had ACL, and after that he has a meniscus. Cabal problem with his muscle, and we have to adapt Comeners as a central defender, as a left central defender, and this opens up the question is what are we going to do in January? Are we going to buy? And there are some interesting ideas. 2 names come up in the transfer market gossip. One is Kim, the South Korean player that used to play for Napoli and now is playing for Bayern Munich, and the other one is Sergio Ramos. Let's talk about Kim a little bit. Regarding Kim, he is not playing a lot in Bayern Munich due to a series of injuries, and his price tag is quite high and his salary is quite high. So the question we ask to ourselves is, does it worth to bring back a player that is constantly injured and is expensive? Definitely it's not a full-time investment, it will be part-time, but it could be that we buy a player that is injured. So again, we stretch the people, unavailable people, longer and longer. The second question is Sergio Ramos. I personally, and again, I would love to have Sergio Ramos for a couple of reasons. First, because he's going to be a captain. Within the captain, he has the grit, the personality, and the power and the knowledge that no one else. He was the captain of Real Madrid. He's 40, so he's not young, but I guess he take the little bit of smartness, experience that this team needs. I don't think he wants to play every single game. He will be more than happy to be on the bench, but he will be a great asset for Juventus. The question we ask is how much is willing to take. Apparently they said he has some financial problems, so that's why he's keep on playing football, because he wants to earn money. So how much is gonna ask? 5, 6, 7 million? I mean, it could be until the end of the season. Why not? I mean, you don't pay anything as a free transfer. 6 million salary until the end of the season could be possible. And the second question is he still fit? He played in Mexico, so a completely different kind of football. Will he adapt to Juventus? How long does it take for him to get back in shape? That's a big question mark. But I mean, as a dream, as illusion, Sergio Ramos would be, even for 6 months contract, would be great. It will help us, the team. The other question is Felipe. Felipe is a Brazilian defender that is doing really well in the Juventus, in the B team of Juventus, next gen. But Felipe has the same problem of our 2 players, our 2 defenders. He broke his ACL and now he's coming back to the ACL. So again, we don't know. He doesn't play constantly. We don't know how reliable it's going to be. Second, he never played with the first team. I think we've seen only on the bench a couple of times, but never played with the first team. So again, what kind of synchronism, what kind of feeling is gonna have with this player? And third would be like we never test. We test in third division. We never test in serieA. So it's wait and see. So too many question marks. So between us, I really believe that maybe Sergio Ramos could be an option. This conversation leads me to what I spoke at the beginning of the season, that was and the friction between Tudor and Comolli. Tudor asked three things to Comolli. One, essential defender, Balerdi, if I'm not mistaken, an Argentina from Olympique Marsiglia. He used to be a midfielder and now plays central defender. He's very good with the foot. He can really help the team to move in different direction. He can set up the maneuver. It's like Bremer, and the reason why you say Bremer is coming back from a bad injury, and we don't know how long he's gonna stay and how can support. Second, we need to give Bremer rest. In fact, Bremer wasn't rest because there are no valid alternatives, and that's why Balerdi would have been great. He didn't want to move. There was no an offer. I think there was just an evaluation made by Tudor, but he didn't want to move and didn't want to go. He didn't want to move. The Juventus didn't push forward and try to convince him to move. So again, the second thing he was asking for a playmaker. And it's in front of everyone how bad our midfield is. 2-3 with Locatelli play central midfield, etc. But and last one was a striker. He asked for Colomani because he worked with him and he knew how he moved, his movement, etc. And Opendai Zegrova was taken for him. So again, if you think about the problem we have in defense, that was already been seen and were already seen by Tudor, and Tudor was almost a premonitor, so he was just looking and see what would have happened if we didn't have enough the key play in the right place. Okay, that's the situation for the defender. I did a video regarding strikers with the injury of Vlahovic. I hope you enjoy. If you like the content I'm producing, please follow the channel. It's we're aiming to get 500 subscribers, and it's taking longer than expected, but it's happening. And share and comment doesn't, if you like and subscribe, it will help the algorithm for YouTube to get more and more views. Comments is important for me to understand what you guys think about this content, how can change, improve, and what else I can produce. And normally I'll try to make a Q&A session to highlight to answer all the questions you guys have. Thank you so much for listening so far, and I wish you a very good evening. Always with us, Forza Juve. Ciao for now.